What's going on, everyone? Talen here, and welcome to another uniform review video. Alright, so long time no see, right? Yeah, I've been kind of out of commission now for like the past month because I ended up having a pretty bad sinus infection. I thought I was just having bad allergies for a while there, and it just kept getting worse and worse. And yeah, I started getting some extreme pain in my sinuses. My throat started getting extremely inflamed. I was having trouble breathing. So yeah, the infection was pretty bad. It spread throughout my GI tract. I finished some antibiotics. It looks like the infection is gone, but I'm still having some lingering pain in my sinuses, which I'm hoping doesn't mean anything. I'm hoping that's just phantom pains and it's going to be going away soon because it looked like the infection was gone. I'm hoping that doesn't mean the infection's coming back. But anyway, I'm able to talk now again, so that's good because my throat was so bad before I could barely even speak. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into this. And we're going to be starting off with the first uniform on the list here, and that is going to be Wave. So here we have Wave Classic. And the uniform doesn't look a huge deal difference than her modern look here. It's basically just kind of inverting the colors, right? Because we have kind of like that metallic green as the kind of accents there, and then the black for the main. And now here we've got like black accents, or even that's more of like a dark teal or something. I don't know, like a dark green accent, and then the light green outfit here. Not sure which one I like better. I like them both, but anyway, enough about the look here. Let's see what the uniform actually does for Wave. So, as you can see right here at the start, uniform options, they've changed the wording of the all attack and all defense to all basic attack and all basic defense. Don't get that confused with like it being like a new stat, or well, what happened to these new characters all of a sudden have new stats. If you go back, look at any character in the game there, anything that said increase all attack or increase all defense has now changed to this, all basic attack, all basic defense, which is a little annoying, but it's because they decided to add a new set of attack and defense, and I guess what do they call that, intrinsic attack and defense. So they wanted to make it clear that none of these stats are going to, or none of these buffs or effects from your skills or uniforms is going to affect your intrinsic attack and defense. So with that out of the way, let's just go ahead and get into this. And I'm probably still going to say all attack, all defense because it's a little bit shorter, but yeah, anyway, we'll see if I end up catching on to saying the, what is it again? Basic attack, I already forgot. So I'm going to have enhance the effects of basically everything here. It's got her leadership, her tier 2 passive, and her 4-star passive. And then we're going to apply to self, increase skill damage by 15% and bonus damage by 10%, because I believe she didn't have any skill or bonus damage before. So that's definitely going to be an improvement. So let's go ahead and start off here with our tier 2 passive. So our tier 2 passive is now going to increase damage dealt to supervillains by 50% and decrease damage received by 15%. So it's basically a 10% increase to the damage dealt, because I believe it was 40% before, but it was always 15% for damage reduction. So nothing else has changed there. So you get extra 10% damage, which is nice as a support. Her 4-star passive here increases her guaranteed crit by 15%. It used to just be 8% before, so almost doubling that. So I mean, I guess that's fine. We'll have to wait and see if Wave here is actually going to be able to, you know, be like a standalone DPS for this to really matter. I'm thinking she's just going to be support still, since, spoiler alert, when we get into the skills, not much has really changed. But anyway, first skill is the same. Second skill is the same. Third skill is the same. Fourth skill is the same. And then the fifth skill, I believe, is the same as well. Yeah, nothing has changed at all with the text on her skills here. Yeah, nothing's changed at all with the text on her skills. So let's go ahead and hop into the skill preview, see if they really did any changes at all, except for give her a new look and give her an extra 10% support buff. Oh, and of course, you can see there, she does have her awakening skill, so she can be transcended, which is actually good. I did want another support character for World Boss Legend, so that's why I'm going to be ranking up Wave here and transcending her, because I just want another support, you know, increased damage to supervillains. So probably nothing else is really influencing that decision, because of once we get into the skills here, you'll see like literally nothing has really changed. So I don't think she's going to be doing a lot more damage or anything like that with this new uniform. I think she's going to stay pretty much the same. Her awakening skill, though, could be really good for all I know. Like I said, I haven't tested that. I don't have her transcended. I haven't seen anyone else's videos. So if her awakening skill is something godly that can, like, one-shot enemies, like, you know, at high stages or something like that, then of course she can be a DPS. But let's see what we got here. Fourth skill. Yeah, again, none of this stuff has changed. Fifth skill. Yeah, like, literally nothing has changed. What is that? It's decreased speed. Hopefully they fixed the fifth skill's hitbox, because their hitbox was really bad before and it never applied the all defense down unless you were like right on top of the enemy. But yeah, they didn't change anything else, right? Because her fifth and fourth always had iframes, if I remember correctly. I mean, I could be wrong on that. Maybe they added an iframe, but the skill animations has not changed at all from what I can see here. So let's go ahead and see what this awakening skill actually looks like. Okay, it goes into an iframe. Ooh, look at all that. I love like the water effects in this game and stuff like that. They look really nice. So the animation is very, very nice. I like that animation. It's a big AoE. It's got quite a few hits. Yeah, not bad. That could hit pretty hard. Yeah, so let's go ahead and back out here. Oh, and her leadership. Her leadership has actually changed from an all-speed leadership to an all-attack leadership. So that's actually really nice. Her leadership has changed to actually be more useful for, you know, other allies except for Namor, because usually it was just going to be used for Namor because he's the one that gets the attack buff. We have to go to team here. Oh gosh, I gotta go find her. Wave is going to be all the way down here because I still have her at level 60. So let's see if we can find her. There she is. And then we go to our little book here, and then we can check out her leadership. So as you can see here, it is now all allies, all basic attack, which is basically all attack. So all attack increased by 25%, and then Namor is still at 60%. So that's a little bit better for Namor now, because now he's going to be getting a 85% leadership, which could be because her tier 2 passive here won't apply to Namor if you have his Phoenix 5 uniform, because he turns into a villain, and this only applies to heroes. So maybe they're trying to make up for that a little bit. We get the extra 25% here, but then if you take off the uniform, you get both. You get that big leadership and the support here. So maybe he'll actually be better without the uniform now, when provided you're using Wave, of course. So that'll be interesting to see. But yeah, let's see. What did the... Do we have to do anything here to get that awakening skill leveled up all the way? Okay, there we go. So let's see. Awakening skill, decrease enemy attack. We have paralysis. We have all defense done by minus 70%. She might be really good in regular world boss ultimate with minus 70%. We have crit rate 35%, and crit damage 35%. Ignore dodge. We have 80% chance to penetrate and pierce. Remove all debuffs. We have 8 seconds of invincibility. We have increase damage by 50% for one attack. Okay, so nothing too crazy there. It's pretty much the standard awakening skill. And like I said, I am going to be transcending Wave because I want her as a support. That's pretty much the only reason I'm going to be transcending her, because I don't think she's much better with this uniform versus how she was before. So I don't think you're going to see a big improvement as Wave as a standalone character. So that's why I'm going to be buying this uniform, because I do plan on working on her. But we can actually go ahead and test that really quickly. So let's go ahead and unequip her uniform, see what damage she does. And her base form, actually, hold on. Did I have a damage proc on her? We should probably see my build first, shouldn't we? Just a regular 120 damage proc with guard break. We've got overdrive on her. All of her skills, except for the fourth one, are leveled up, and that doesn't matter. Don't have anything going on there. Is she at least maxed for her? Oh, skill cooldown is not quite maxed. But anyway, we're still going to be trying her out. So let's go ahead and hop on over to World Boss. We can go... Wait, what damage? She was physical damage, right? So let's go ahead and see what we have here. Let's take you out. We're gonna go find Wave. Oh yeah, she doesn't have her own leadership, so we just want to do... Actually, we don't need double support here, do we? Let's go ahead and take off Mystique. And then let's just go ahead and give her a regular 30%. Just team up here. Oh, that's with Shuri. I was like, wait. Yeah, White Wolf. Okay, so yeah, 30%. All right, yeah, so let's see what kind of damage she does. So let's hop in here. We'll see what damage she does, and then we'll put on the new uniform, because the animations didn't change, or they didn't look like they changed, so it doesn't seem like she's going to be getting more hits in. So the only thing that would have changed if they like tweaked the numbers, so like the percentages for how much damage the skills actually do, that would probably be the only way that we see a improvement or damage. Let's get that all defense down. See, the all defense down didn't apply. We're too close to Proxima. That's the targeting. The targeting issue that I was talking about. The targeting needs to be fixed. They definitely didn't fix it on her base, or without the uniform here, because that all defense down didn't apply. It's, you have to be like, you have to hit Proxima with the outer ring of her 5th skill for it to actually apply the all defense down, which is only minus 30%, so it's not like it really matters. It's just, it's really annoying that it just doesn't apply when you're really close to her. Let's do that. We'll get our guard hit up. And we're doing like nothing for damage. I mean, the 120 proc I'm missing like all the time, but still it's not like we're really hitting very hard anyway. Oh yeah, so all those, whoops, I mean, I tried to pause it, but anyway, all those green numbers that you were seeing, or those teal numbers, that's the intrinsic damage that you're getting. All characters have intrinsic damage based on what level they are. She's level 60, so she probably doesn't have a ton of it, but she has some. So let's go ahead and put the uniform on and see if we see any noticeable increase in damage, because honestly I don't think we're going to see any difference, which is kind of sad. I really hope we do see a difference, because I mean, we'll at least see a little bit from the extra damage from the uniform bonuses, but I mean, I don't know. Let's see what we got here. All right, let's pop over to Wave again. Oh, it did apply the all defense down that time. Interesting. So with the uniform, they actually did fix the targeting issue. Interesting. We still got one shot there. She was actually doing more damage, but that's probably just because we got that all defense down to actually apply. Because when I was using her without the uniform, we weren't getting any all defense down. So minus 30 is of course better than none. So that's probably why the damage was better. So I guess she is better with the uniform in terms of damage, because she can actually apply all defense down and it doesn't miss like it does without the uniform. But of course it's not going to help her at all in War Boss Legend, because you cannot debuff them. So it'd just be based off her raw damage, and her raw damage is not looking good here if I'm being honest. So again, yeah, see, it's actually applying the all defense down right away. I mean, that's good. I wish they would have done that to her base kit too, for those of you that end up not buying her uniform because you don't really want to transcend her or something like that, but you still maybe use her in Shadowland or something. Then you could get more use out of her, but I don't know. Either way, if you're going to transcend her, you could get the uniform for an extra 10% damage to supervillains, which is basically what I bought it for. Do I think it's worth that? Actually, probably not. Now that I think about it, after buying it, I'm like, probably not the best use of my crystals. The minus, or the 40% increase to damage would probably have been just fine. Do I really need that extra 10% more damage for 1050 crystals? I don't think so. So you know what? I kind of regret buying the uniform. Like, as you saw there, it doesn't give you a big damage increase, if any, because like I said, the only difference in damage there was basically because she was able to apply all defense down. So yeah, I'm very disappointed with the uniform. I'm very disappointed with a lot of the uniforms they've been doing recently, because they just haven't been reworking the skills. We have Quasar here, which again, the awakening skill could definitely save the characters. I don't know how strong Wave's awakening skill will actually be, but her base skills 1 through 5 are not good. They haven't changed at all. They needed some help. They didn't do it. They didn't apply any extra effects to her skills either. They could have bumped up her all defense down. They could have gave her some all attack, all defense on a few skills. They could have gave her accumulation, but they literally did nothing. But again, they probably did that because they think everyone's going to be using her as just a support character and not really going to be using her as a DPS or anything like that. So yeah, that's going to be it for this one here. Let me know your thoughts on Wave in the comments below. Are you happy? Are you just going to be using her, like I said, as support like I am? Are you like, all right, well, she can be transcended, that's basically the buff, so now we can use her in War Boss Legend? And yeah, that's pretty much the end of the story. So hopefully you enjoyed, and of course I will catch you in the next one.